Hello dear students, this is again geography class. It's chapter number 2, atmosphere, and page number 17. Please get ready with your books and the pencil. Actually, we are going to begin with this topic global warming today. But before we go on, it's a reminder to everyone that you should note down the question answers in your notebook. Definitions could be learnt and written in your notebook. It's up to you. But the question answers are to be written in your notebooks, and whatever the instructions are given should be noted down. Clear, children? Now, what is global warming? Global warming is the gradual increase in the temperature of the Earth's surface. Or in simple terms, it means climate change. You can just read these and underline it. You can underline the definition at the bottom of your page. The process that causes the Earth's temperature to rise and makes the Earth warmer is actually called global warming. Now children, please refer to the picture given on this page number 17. This picture depicts the 10 indicators of a warming world. How do we come to know that the world is globally getting warmed? Okay, so these are the indicators. First is when there is a sudden rise in the temperature over the land, over the oceans, over the sea surface, over the, like in the air temperature, you'll find when there is rise in all these things, you'll find that the world is actually getting warmed. When there is decrease in the snow cover, when the glaciers start melting, it indicates that the earth is warming up. When there is rise in the level of the sea, it shows that the earth is warming up. When there is increased humidity is the water vapor content in the atmosphere, it shows that global warming is actually taking place. When the sea ice starts decreasing or depleting, it shows that there is rise in the earth's temperature. It's globally getting warmed. So these are all the indicators for the last several years which provide robust evidence that the earth is warming. Right, children? Next is, what are the causes of global warming? Let's discuss the causes of global warming. First point taken is deforestation. It's the human beings who are responsible for deforestation. Human beings need forest to get some economic gains from the forest, right? Now for the economic gains, what do? They cut down forest, okay, and they try to make the land available for cultivation. They need land for construction of houses, okay. They also need forest for obtaining various wood resources, right? So what results for all these activities? The results are that there are adverse effects on climate. There's a change in climate, okay. For instance, they have mentioned over here charcoal and wood. They are used as fuels, and when these two things are burnt, they give out the gases which really pollute the atmosphere. Then similarly, we need forests to get paper and lumber. Lumber is wood. When we need these things for several purposes, so this actually imbalances the nature, and we do not get enough of oxygen to meet the demands, okay, of the generation. Next is fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are also pollution from fossil fuel also contribute to global warming. When the fossil fuels are burnt, okay, what happens? It warms up the gases so produced, gases so released out, also leads to global warming. Then you must have seen various vehicles. Billions of vehicles are used nowadays, and they also release gases into the atmosphere that causes global warming. Okay, they warm up the atmosphere, and automatically there is increase in the temperature. Electricity also causes pollution in many ways. Okay, how does it happen? That many gases are the electricity is produced by burning of fossil fuels, right? And during this process, gases are released which lead to global warming, the warming of atmosphere. Then landfills. Landfills are the depression where we throw the garbage. And with this garbages, what do we do with the garbages? We burn them. When we burn, what happens? They release out toxic, poisonous gases like methane. Carbon dioxide is released along with poisonous gas like methane. Okay, and these poisonous gases when released in the atmosphere, they increase global warming. Next point is overpopulation. What is overpopulation? Increase in the population. When there is sudden abrupt rise in the population, no? So excess population is called overpopulation. So when there are more people, they'll have more demands. They'll be demanding more oil, coal and other fuels, right? Which could be either obtained by mining or drilling. So in this process, what happens? Carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere, which warms up the atmosphere and leads to global warming. Similarly, mining, as we read the same thing, during mining process also, the poisonous gas like methane is released out, which actually traps the earth's sun rays and cause the warming of the earth, right? Then use of fertilizers. When the fertilizers are used, okay, what happens? Now, this nitrous oxide is produced. You may underline, nitrous oxide is produced. It's mentioned over here. Unique thing about fertilizer is that it produces nitrous oxide once it absorbs the soil. Nitrous oxide is 300 times more dangerous than carbon dioxide. Okay, so the Environmental Protection Agency in the USA states that the farming industry's use of fertilizers is one of the leading causes of global warming. You may please underline and note it down. The next is causes of ozone layer depletion. Now this is one of the serious problems faced by our planet Earth, right? Now the prime reason, it's one of the reason to cause global warming. Just my videos clear, I believe that. Now ozone is a colorless gas, you know very well. It is found in the stratosphere, we read in the previous pages. Okay, now this, what does ozone do? Ozone layer actually protects the earth from the ultraviolet radiations of the sun. So the ozone layer, what do they do? They absorb the harmful radiations which we get from the sun, and they do not let the such rays reach the earth's surface, the earth's atmosphere. And these ultraviolet radiations have high energy electromagnetic waves, right? And if it enters the earth atmosphere, it can lead to various environmental issues. That it could be global warming also. And in return, many health related issues will also be produced in the environment. It would be a risk to all the living organisms. So now let's read out furthermore over here on this page, causes of ozone layer depletion. What is ozone layer depletion? Please first let's read out here geographic fact. Now what is ozone hole? It is annual thinning, like everywhere when this thinning of the ozone layer over Antarctica. Okay, the layer of ozone starts decreasing. The most pronounced decrease in ozone has been in the lower stratosphere. So now what happens then? Ozone hole is most usually measured not in terms of ozone concentration as these, which are typically of a few parts per million, but by reduction in the total column ozone. The primary cause of ozone depletion, please you may note down, the primary cause of ozone depletion is the pressure of chlorine containing source. You may please underline it in your book. It's the presence of chlorine containing source gas, which we call CFCs. You must have heard of CFCs. That is chlorofluorocarbons. Okay, this means chlorofluorocarbons. And related halocarbons. Most of the ozone that is destroyed is in the lower stratosphere, in contrast to the much smaller ozone depletion through homogeneous gas phase reaction, which occurs primarily in the upper stratosphere. Just remember, what are the causes of ozone depletion? Ozone depletion is due to the presence of fluorocarbons and other halocarbons, right? Now, depletion means the destruction of the ozone layer. Ozone layer is actually helpful to human sustenance or for living organisms on the earth, right? It protects us from the harmful radiations of the sun. But you will find that the destruction of ozone gas in the ozone layer is due to the low temperature, which increase the level of chlorine and bromine gases. It's over here on this paragraph. It is why there is the destruction of ozone gas, ozone layer, due to the low temperatures. When the temperatures are low, this increases the level of chlorine and bromine gases in the upper stratosphere. Okay. Now, chlorofluorocarbons are also produced, which leads to 80% of total ozone layer depletion. Please note it down. Then population, global warming and consumption pattern. What is consumption pattern? That we make use of the commodities, okay, the natural things on the earth are intricately linked in their collective global environmental impact. As developing countries' contribution to global emission grows, okay, when we make use of natural resources in excess, okay, due to the increase in population, this altogether results or affects the global warming process. Okay, so refer to this picture also on page number 19. See, the causes are given: deforestation, increased amount of CFCs, then release from the vehicles, okay, factories, okay, electricity when produced. So usually when the sun's radiation, this is ozone layer, okay, the edge of atmosphere, okay, we have learned that when the sun's radiation fall on the earth, the rays of the sun fall on the earth, some of it is trapped, it is absorbed by the greenhouse gases, okay, some of it is just released or tried to escape, the escaping radiation, okay, some of the radiations are absorbed by the earth's atmosphere. You can just go through it. It's whatever we have read in the chapter is explained to the picture.